Almost nobody talks about this, but after helping over 100 coaches scale their income, I discovered that raising your prices actually makes your coaching more effective. And surprisingly, this gives you better clients faster than 90% of coaches who lower their rate. So in this video, I'm going to show you why this happens and how you can use it to make more money with just a handful of premium clients. But to start, I have to show you the two biggest mistakes that you need to avoid if you want to build a successful coaching business that actually gets clients results. So imagine you have a broken pipe and you call a plumber to come and give you a quote. But while he's giving you that quote, he's already fixing your pipe for free. Now you no longer need his services. So would you pay him? Well, of course not. But that's exactly what most coaches do. Common advice is to give your services away for free at first, but it can stop you from getting clients because of two key mistakes. So if you spend 60 to 90 minutes with someone and you solve their current problems, at the end of the call, they leave thinking, maybe I don't need a coach after all. Just like the plumber story. You no longer need the plumber, so you don't hire them. Your prospect no longer needs you, so they don't hire you. Both scenarios, it's bad for business, and this is why plumbers give you a quote before they start the work, and you need to do the same. So the first mistake with free taster sessions is that despite what you've been told, you can't actually help your clients too much. But the second mistake is why so many people don't even bother to show up for their first free session in the first place. So imagine you win a free gym pass. Would you treat it the same way as if you've paid for a gym pass? Of course not. You're just not that bothered because it's free. Because when someone gets that first session for free, a lot of the time they show up to the session like it's free. And as much as it pains me to say, I get it. Think about it. They haven't put anything on the line. They have nothing to lose. And here's the uncomfortable truth that I learned the hard way. If someone's not committed in the first session, the chances of them becoming committed afterwards are slim. In fact, I've seen it over and over again. These are the people who are most likely to ghost you, to say they want to think about it, or they'll start next month. How many times have people said that to you and just vanished into the void? That's because so many of these people that you jump on free taster sessions with, they're just not that serious about getting help. That's why the second big problem with free sessions is that they attract freebie seekers, people who aren't serious about getting help and definitely aren't serious about paying for it. Now, when it comes to charging for your coaching, there's one thing that you can do that will give you an unfair advantage. It's something so simple, you can change it today and it will instantly change how people see you and the results that they get from working with you. But before I tell you what it is, let me ask you something. If I gave you the option to choose between this random £20 watch that I found online and a Rolex, which one would you choose? Well, hopefully you said the Rolex. You see, even though they both tell the same time, one is viewed by you to be far more valuable. The £20 watch, that gets tossed in the drawer, left in the gym locker, maybe even falls down the back of the side of the bed, and you barely care about it, and it's no big deal. But a Rolex, that's a whole different story. People show it off, they keep it in a nice little velvet box, they polish it, they insure it, and you better believe that if someone owns one, they'll find a way to let you know. Why? Well, it's not about the time. It's about the investments. It's about what owning that watch says about them. The price tag alone changes everything. And here's where most coaches get it painfully wrong. They price their coaching like the £20 watch. And if your program is the cheapest on the market, people will treat it that way, and it becomes easy to ignore and just another thing on the to-do list. But when you reveal your price and your client's eyes widen and they think, wow, if that's the investment, this must be good. That's when you truly become the Rolex in your industry. And that's when clients show up early, they take your advice serious, and they actually do the work because they invested in themselves and they invested in you. So if you want to attract serious clients that get real results, stop being the £20 watch and start being the Rolex. Set your price to match the value that you deliver and watch how differently people treat you and your coaching. So how do you do that? Well, just ask yourself, if I was the Rolex of my industry, what would I charge and how would I show up? And if you're thinking, Sean, that's great, but where on earth am I going to find people that are going to be happy to pay Rolex prices? Then you're going to need to click this video here and I will run through with you one simple ad that will turn your Instagram into a lead printing machine.